weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set. Check smash, check smash. Hey, smash Bronco.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go, Reed, go.
This is Swift on the counter.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Willis to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think if this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Meanwhile, Willis throw into the hands of Pickens. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
The Steelers at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
18 Cardinal.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hold it ready. Rambo 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
19, 18.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Go check.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
70 Ranger.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Cowboy 80.
Now Willis. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They go play action with Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Third down, it's Willis. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 31, Lawrence going out wide, finds Chubb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Keep that promise. Keep that promise.
Lawrence. This one caught by Crowder. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Now Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Again to throw, Willis on second down.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah.
They'll run with Chubb, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Demetric Felton, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Right there.
Swift. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team Charles that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down now, Felton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down and pump the football.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Willis will look to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check that. Three.
Back to throw, Willis. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 29, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Lawrence going to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
York able to send this one through.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Chubb will get the call running left. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Willis out of the gun.
Escaping the pressure right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st down, going to the air with Love. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Take it in at the 3.
The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in there by Crowder. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Man open, here is Crowder. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. his open man. It's Carr. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Touchdown, Browns! From 8 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
would put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
So let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Love. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Love. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve.
And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Hey, exit.
Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
He's got a man. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Lawrence will throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Browns drive about to get started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Stop it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carr. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.